So this is your future, and this is your now, and this is your past. See if I accidentally put the, no. So it's just that card. It actually is in reverse. I'm not doing reversals on this, but if it's in reverse, it's in reverse. Here we have the 10 of Pentacles, and it shows, it's almost like a value that you want, but you haven't got it. So it's something that you're striving for, but you can't get to it. And I'm feeling it's this with the peace and the happy family and everyone kind of joining in a beautiful circle, loving each other, only saying nice things and adding values to other people's lives. And well, in this, in heaven, that's reachable. But on earth, when everything is contrast, it's a little bit harder to achieve. And here we have the Fool, so showing your beautiful naivety and the love that you have for the world is almost like looking at it through the eyes of a child. So you have such a positive attitude, and when something rubs you the wrong way by, for example, someone is showing a negative attitude or saying something harsh or trying to start a conflict with you, it really it's almost like a squeak, like it's something happening with the screen that you're watching. It's something that doesn't add up to how you perceive the world. And this is the future, and we have the Lovers. So we are here to experience contrast and have different opinions, and everyone has the right to have their voice heard. And here we have the first card for love in the major arcana, it's the Lovers. The second, it's the alchemic wedding, where you kind of marry your shadow. So you're marrying your opposite force, the contrast to yourself. And of course, there need to be battles. The Temperance card, you remember the Five of Wands that came in the beginning? It's connected to this Temperance card because it's to these battles and conflict. We rub off on each other and we learn. So at least the one that's kind of adapting to the situation and opening their ears and trying to really listen to the other person will learn. If someone is really stubborn, they might avoid a lifetime of learning by just, it's my way or the highway. And that's for them, you can't help them really. Enjoy your own, that you are able to learn at least. So this is not personal that a person is like this, that they are rigid and you can't, sometimes you say you can't teach an old dog how to sit. So it's that kind of person. But normally we learn. And if we were 100%, this person was 100% themselves, this person was 100% themselves. After going through this conflict, we learn more. We become more than what we were before because we have expanded our awareness to see things through the other person's perspective. So conflicts are actually in many ways really, really great, but they probably don't feel that great. Okay, but they have here for your enlightenment. So I'm going to do a 15 card spread. I normally do a 9 card spread, but the 15 card spread is the old way which I did my readings, but I got a lot of complaints that the videos became too long, and frankly they're also a little bit exhausting to me because I need to keep focus for such a long period of time, really strong focus. So it's up to you to decide what you like and what you don't like. So you can comment in the description box if you like these longer type of videos or you prefer the shorter ones. I made 2 polls where these all type of longer love and spirituality readings kind of came on top at both occasions. So I'm trying this out again, and I'm only trying it with the signs that have the patience to watch long videos, so the ones that watch the short videos to the end, because I have a lot of impatient signs that only watch it kind of half of the video, so I don't think they can stand a longer video. But I'm trying this on you, the old-fashioned style. So here we have the 3 of Swords in the past here, and it came together with your image here that wasn't really to your liking. Things aren't in the way they should be, and that is painful, but you're comforting yourself. We can see the Swords is drawn out of the heart, and there's some band-aid on there, but it's still hurting. And here we have a Knight of Wands. So this is talking about energies that come with new visions. Might not be things that makes you really happy, but I'm feeling it's these kind of discussions that you sometimes can have with people that have a totally different opinion than you, but they're still enriching you, even if they also make you a little bit upset because they hold another worldview and can sometimes seem as they are sitting on their high horses, and that they are so sure on their point of view, they are not able to take in someone else's point of view. This Knight of Wands is usually able to kind of align with new cultures and new ideas, and they are a little bit like a person roaming around finding out these new ideas. But when I hold this card right now, I feel that there's someone that has almost already figured it out. Okay, so they think at least that they have figured it out. And here we have, again, Five of Cups in the reversed. So, I think that these kind of situations doesn't hurt you as much as they did before. When people are self-righteous or a little bit full of themselves, sitting on their high horses. Before, you were probably really upset, and maybe you even wanted to save them from themselves and their own attitudes. But with the Five of Cups in reverse there, you don't feel like this anymore. You feel less of it. Here we have the Knight of Swords coming in and attacking you. So it's getting worse and worse here. So I'm going to take an oracle card to help you out a little bit, because this coming in, you are already hurt. They're coming in one force to maybe, you're standing on your own 2 feet. They are taking their wand and on your feet, so you're falling down, but you're able to take yourself up again. Here you were able to take out the swords, the band-aids, and then this person came and kind of smacked you off your feet, and here you're able to deal with it, because the Five of Cups in reverse means that it's not affecting you in the way it did before. You are less affected, you're starting to heal, and then another person comes and kind of rip your throat up. It's not like it's a figure of speech. So they are really trying to silence you or use their power over you. So we have wishing here, 19. There's a little bit difference between how you want the world to be and how it really is. And I think you have had some crude awakenings to this. You have been you have been really forced out of your positive way of viewing the world, and it's a little bit sad. So choosing this symbol means you are at a wonderful juncture in your life where imagination and preparation can align with the web of power. My dear one, I hear your prayers, I know your heart, and I know what is for your highest good. Dreams do come true. Make sure your dream serves your highest purpose and does not take away from another. Be careful what you wish for. Remember the coins tossed in the wishing well. For every wish there is a price to be paid. Are you ready to spend the time and energy that your granted wish will require? Now is the time your wish will be fulfilled. Okay. So why do you even want to be friends with these people? Why do you even want them to like you? Why do you even want them to care about you or to show love towards you when they clearly don't have the capacity? So it's almost like you have been wishing for people that doesn't have a capacity to love you. And instead of just seeing the world as it is, that some people have the power to be nice, some other people, they don't just have it in them. So they're going to be rough-edged and headstrong and stubborn. And it's nothing you can do really to change that. They need to go on their own spiritual quest to find maybe a better way of approaching things. But right now, this is how they have chosen to live in the world. And we can actually choose to not deal with these kind of people in most cases, and at least deal with them in a as little as possible. There's methods for how to deal with, for example, narcissistic people, the gray rock method. Up on my membership service, there's the pink gray rock method, where I teach you how to kind of accept the reality of this and not get so upset. And when you can accept the truth, you don't longer really try to change the things that you know you can't change. You can change yourself and what you are choosing to put your effort into, but you can't change another person. And here we have the Five of Swords, so it's some kind of battle won. And we have the Five of Cups here with your reaction, the Three of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Five of Swords. So here in the end, it actually seems like you have been able to win over these forces in one way or the other. Maybe you were able to conquer them out when you were having a conflict with them. So even if they tried to rip your throat off, in the end you were victorious in this. So it actually shows a beautiful progress with you, where before you were just hurt, and it was like this was the truth you wanted to see, and this was the actual truth, and you didn't want to see the actual truth. You wanted to hold on to your imaginary truth that people were nice, and they probably acted like this because they had a bad day. Now you're seeing more the truth, more and more, and people are continue doing these attacks on you, and eventually you were even able to defend yourself. So I must say you have really done great progress here. So congratulations, Cancer. But still, are you still trying to make these people love you? It's okay to try to make them see things your way. We are always allowed to have debates and to share our worldview, but we can't ask the impossible, and that is to make people that's a little bit full of themselves. It's like they're attacking other people here or you. You can't really ask them to be cuddly and warm and nice to hug. So it's not doable. So we have the little fool here that wants to see the world through their maybe pink glasses, and I think you see the soul of people. You see the soul of them. You see that they come from good intentions, but then trauma and upbringing and different worldviews and culture is making them act in ways that are more human and less out of their soul. And you might see their soul, so you get constantly disappointed with their behavior. I think you need to accept their human self, how they have been manifesting themselves in their human shape, and see that while you are in this human reality. And when it's necessary, you can also see their soul, so that you can easily forgive them for what they did. Forgive them because they know not what they do, someone said. Okay. And here we have the Tower, and it comes underneath the Three of Swords. So it's this conflict between your worldview and how it really looks. And I'm thinking you are getting some clear epiphanies here, and you're starting to see the way the world really works. It doesn't mean that you need to live in this chaos, because some parts of the world is in a chaos that you didn't wish for the world. You wanted a better thing. But at least you're able to see the state the world is in, and that makes it easier for you to choose better things, and to also add to things to change the world in a way that's possible. Instead of being half blind and trying to change things you can't, you now start to see and are able to put effort into where it would really count and would really make a difference. Okay. And here we have the Magician. So I'm thinking you have learned from these people that has invaded your life with these imperialistic warrior forces. And you have almost gone in school with them and got a lot of new tools for how to, for example, run a debate or get your voice heard, maybe around the family table or in your partnership at work or romantic partnership or friendships. So you're much more skilled and much more aware and much more logic, okay, and grown up. I love this part about you, but you don't have to lose that part. It's just that you're adding to it. You remember what I told you about how we become more than we were before? It's almost like you have become twice as much as you were before, because you have learned these attackers, how they are doing things. So you have these tools now, and it doesn't mean that you will attack other people. It just means that you maybe get better in defending what is good, instead of just being the sheep that runs around the flock and maybe being sacrificed by these people, like a sacrificial lamb. You're now able to be the lion or the wolf or the dog that actually guards the flock of sheep and helps them to overcome these kind of attacks. So you're almost becoming like a knight for yourself, for your inner child, for your way to imprinting yourself into the world as your soul self, and making sure that other people respect you and respect who you are, to actually helping other people people that's weaker and can't speak for themselves. So, and you have to learn these tools to be able to do that. You have to learn to be like more sharp in the debates, be able to put stop to abuse, like someone using abusive language, for example, and be a little bit more strong instead of, no, I can't be rude towards this person, and they will learn by love instead of me brushing them off. Okay, and here we have a 6 of Cups, comes underneath the 5 of Cups. So here you have actually started to really heal your inner child for real. It's not just you're able to patch yourself up, but now you go back to that inner child and you see too that the world is treating it better. You're not accepting the kind of crap that you accepted before. So good job. And 3 of Cups. So this shows the image where you're choosing to be with the people that actually is worth something to you and adding to the situation. People with like mind, where with these people you can be nice. Okay, with these people you can be nice, you can be friendly, you can share love. But in the moment that a person is, for example, rude to you, you point that out. That was kind of rude. So what did you really mean? So with the Knight of Swords here and the 3 of Cups, it seems like some of these people that have been maybe a little bit difficult for you to handle in the past, you still have, you're still operating on somewhat the same wavelength as them. So it might be that you still have a connection with some of these people and longing for this kind of union with these kind of people. I'm not entirely sure this is the best goal, because as I told you before, you can't change another person. They need to go through their own spiritual growth to find other tools for how to behave in the world. But well, here we have also the 4 of Coins, and we see the Death is coming there to make some kind of change when someone is trying to be very stubborn and not share the warmth of their heart to the world. So I'm feeling it's this spiritual growth that I talked about with these people that's a little bit on the egocentric and sharp end of the scale. And I'm trying to understand what's going on here. It's almost like a cartoon. You can see this. And here you want to be friends with these people. You also feel that you're on the same frequency. But here you can see that you're putting your effort with people that actually, you know, also put effort with you. But then here something happens, and it's something where you can't really change your mind or see things in another way, or where another person can't change their mind or see things in another way. Wizard of Awareness. So I'm going to read this oracle card for you. It's from the Enchanted Maps oracle. Oh, it was a long text, several pages. I probably won't read the whole thing. Your soul knows best, so best be still and observe. Mindfulness is about being observant and remaining neutral about what goes on in the world around you. This applies to the environment within you too. If you struggle inside yourself, stepping into an observer position gives you a new powerful perspective that neutralizes any discomfort or overexcitement. You have the capacity to see things clearly now, unencumbered by opinion or desire. Wearing the world as a loose garment requires you to adopt a sense that nothing that happens to you is personal. People come and go, experience evolve from one state to another in a continual shifting and change, no matter how much you want things to stay the same. The Wizard of Awareness asks you to give up your need to define or limit what you're experiencing now. It's all good, it's all okay. Let it be and watch the miracle unfold without any direct influence from you. So I understand this to be the same issue that we have here. You want the world to be in another way than what it is. And you might try to be too political correct when you're discussing things with people to be able to be friends with everyone. Or you might be trying to hold on to certain rules, how the debate is going to have to be displayed, so that everyone needs to follow these rules, and it's not going to work. It needs to be alive. It needs to be vivid. You can't control the uncontrollable. You can't bend people to your will to become good or to follow rules. Here you are actually advised to to kind of just watch them breaking your rules and accepting it and letting go of control that you want, because it's how everything could be so nice if everyone were just following your rules for how to behave nicely towards each other. If the person knew how to apologize, you could be friends again. If that person knew how to behave towards other people, you wouldn't have had a fallout at all. If that people knew how to do things, the world would be a better place. And this is what you're trying to control. And the divine asks you to not. Instead of being this person resisting, become this force with a wand that kind of just sits and observe and see, okay, so this person have this problem, and you can hope the best for them still, but don't try to change it. So it's this serenity prayer. I don't know it by heart exactly, but it's something in the similar to this, that learn to accept the things you cannot change and change the things you can, and learn the difference between what you can change and what you can't change, so that you won't be frustrated and won't try to control the world, or how your mother is behaving towards your father, or how people are behaving towards each other at work, or how they are not following the rules of the meeting, or whatever is going on here. Okay, so try to maybe watch instead of judge also. It's what it is. It's not someone saying that this rule is the better rule, really. Maybe, God works in mysterious way in the end. And maybe these people that's being adversaries to a lot of other people, actually teaching other people something that they needed to know. So here we have the future, and it's the Star card. It comes perfectly after the Tower. And I'm thinking this is when you start to see the reality instead of trying to see what you want to see. And then you have also stopped to try to control and change the things you don't like to something that you like more. So the things you can change is the things that you do yourself, but it's hard to change other people. And when we try, it's also often very frustrating. And here you come much closer to your soul self, because you align with your soul self. You don't resist your reality anymore. Everything you resist persists, and the more resistance you put to something, the less it's going to work out. So when you have a war on drugs, or you have a war on criminality, or you have a war on this, you have a war on that, you're just adding to the problem. When you're seeing, okay, so we have this situation, I accept this to be a lot of people's free, they are using their free will to choose this. It's not what I would have chosen maybe, but this is what they are choosing, and letting live and let live a little bit more. Things will magically change, okay, the Magician says here, and the Star card with the healing. So, but definitely you are healing yourself in a beautiful way by just not taking things so darn personal anymore. And also you stepping down from your high horse, thinking that you could change other people and make them, better in your image. Okay. And here we have the Devil. So maybe you haven't been really able to do just that just yet with the Devil here. So you still have this idea that if they would just be like you, everything would be nice. That's your shadow. That's the part of you. I'm thinking it's some kind of sad, traumatic, desperate part that have seen the world break down, maybe more and more. Not only just now. This might have happened to you before, because the world has gone up, down, crashed, burned, up again, down, crashed, burned, many, many times. And I think you're a very wise old soul, and you have seen this happen many, many times, and you kind of want the shortcut. You want people to just miraculously change into their beautiful soul self and be just nice towards each other. But that's, again, it's heaven. Here on earth, it's more like a boot camp. We see everything in big contrast between black and white, good and evil, day and night. And we are learning through this. We are purifying ourselves through this. And yes, we are also becoming traumatized, and you might just want the nice part of things. But it's this journey, why the universe have chosen to create itself like this just here. It's as I said, probably because of this, that there's a lot of experience to be made. Here we have 15, 1 plus 5, 6. It's connected to the Lover's card. And then we have this Knight of Swords. So you might be helplessly also in love with someone, maybe from your past, that wasn't all too nice with you. So you still want their approval for some reason. And here we have Death again. And it comes underneath your healing here. So this is you becoming more brave and accepting things as they are, being able to let go, being able to let go of responsibility, because maybe you felt that in these olden days, if you just would have fought a little bit harder, you had informed people a little bit better, the world wouldn't have fallen, okay? It wouldn't have fallen to this despair. But here you accept the tides of time, the ups and the downs, that they can't just be a breath in and in and in, or a wave in and in and in, or life without anyone dying, or with the wave going out or the breath going out, because this would make for a very stale world, and it's not the one we live in. So here you ride the white horse of truth and acceptance, and the sun is coming up and the flag is high, and you accept that things are not going to last forever. I'm going to have to let go of things, ideas, paradises that has been created here on earth, beautiful relationships, beautiful romances. There's a lot of things, and I just have to, when it's time, I need to learn to let them go. And you're trying. It's the devil here. It's complicated things, but when we see our shadow, it's much easier to do something about it. And here we have the Page of Pentacles. So this reminds me of the poem from Khalil Gibran with the pygmy or the leprechaun. I don't remember exactly, but I will write it down. Khalil Gibran, and it's on crime and punishment, that we have these judgments that people should be in other ways. But here you learn that, or you accept that not everyone are on the same level of like experience, or the same level of awareness that you are in, and you need to let other people make their own mistakes, let them stumble and fall and pick themselves up. I don't mean let people left them to drown or perish, but if a person wants to be aggressive like this, and they're destroying the world around them, and if everyone just walks away from that person and don't want to engage that much and actually putting effort in more beautiful situations, that person will be found themselves alone, and they will try to figure out a better way to approach people, so people will want to be with them. And that's they need to be allowed to grow on the level where they are at, instead of you requiring them to take big quantum leaps of evolution that they are not ready to take. Because while you were going down in life here, this person might have gone down here and just started to learn this stuff, and they might have gone down long before you and up again and down again. So we are intersecting like this, and we can't be on the same level, even if every soul has the same value. We are experiencing universe from so many different angles, and that's why we're here, to kind of be the pioneers for the universe to discover itself. And here we have the 6 of coins. So you can't help it, can you? You can't help but trying to fix them. So that's sweet. I guess you're allowed here. It's a beautiful energy to these cards. We have the Lovers here, 6. And this is also 6. And the little Page of Pentacles here in between. So it talks about another part in this poem where they say that these people are stumbling on the stones and the maybe twigs that's on the path, because the people that were faster and more sure on their foot didn't remove those. So maybe here you work a lot with looking at yourself in the mirror and starting with that person. So you remove the things within you that other people with a lower consciousness will stumble upon if you don't fix it. So it can be so many different things. It can be, for example, we can be a little bit racist and divide people into different groups and see that, oh, that person, they come from that part, so they probably like this. And we can become aware of this and know that this is how brain works, because our evolution have taught us to be scared of strangers. But we can elevate above this and notice when this happens, and keep an open mind, and don't let this our judgment, our false judgment, or general judgment of a person rule how we are acting towards them. So when we do that, when we grow ourselves, we also send this out as rings on water and help other people do the same. Instead of complaining on all the bad things in the world, start with yourself. Remove the twigs, remove the stones that are for other people to stumble within you, and it will be removed from the world much quicker than if you try to make someone else change. We can see this often with religion, for example, that people are pointing out flaws with others, that they shouldn't do this and they shouldn't do that. So on surface, they are not doing this. But when we look underneath the surface, in their shadow, this is exactly what they are doing. This is exactly what they can't help themselves not doing. So when we judge things too harshly, often we have it within ourselves, and we need to look deeper into it and work at the issue from there, from the things that we can control, instead of being sad that this person have this point of view and we can't do anything about it, so we feel helpless. Fix the issue within you, and you can feel less helpless and more, like you're making a difference. So I noticed there's a little bit romance in this, with you being maybe in love with someone that's not really good for you, or being like wanting people that's not really nice to have them on your side. So I'm going to check that out. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Okay. I think what this card is trying to say is that you should have a positive, optimistic outlook on these people too. But what I want to say is that you don't need people as your friends that's not nice towards you, or not nice towards your surrounding. It's not a win to be able to make a person that's bullying other to play nice. It's not really a win, okay? It's better if this person can find out by themselves, by making their own mistakes, they learn, instead of going in being a little bit codependent to these situations and trying to, finally I was able to make them say that they were sorry to this other person. Well, it's a part of victory,